WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
A good good afternoon now, everybody. Been saying good morning for the last several hours, it feels like, but good afternoon. And your time now is 12:05. Welcome into 2 News Now for our special live coverage of this weekend winter weather. This live event is just pummeling parts of the Miami Valley. I'm your host. I'm Alexis Bellamy. Across from me is 2 News anchor Lauren Wood. Lauren, good morning or afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And welcome in.
Yes,
oh my
it's
gosh.
My first time joining you for 2 News Now.
And
so excited to be here.
Day.
Very memorable.
Will you ever forget this? Where you were when you did 2 News Now for the first time?
Probably not. This is one for the history books. And technically, that is true. We have already made it in the history books.
Certainly are. We're jumping straight into that. We are under a winter storm warning. It's in effect right now for the entire Miami Valley. It's going to stay in place for now until noon on Monday. And 2 News will continue to be on every hour on the hour until 6 p.m. today, bringing you those live updates, all the coverage you need to stay weather aware this morning. We're going to continue to kick things off the way we have been with an extended look at that Storm Team 2 forecast, everything you need to know if you have to get outside today, or even if you were just curious about what is hitting us, about what is just pummeling our area today, this weekend. Cameron Saliga is across. Cameron, good morning.
Good morning. Good, whatever time. I don't even know either.
The snow is changing everything. And Lauren hinted at it earlier, record-breaking everything with this winter weather.
Yeah, we are going to be, I'm not quite sure if we're going to break the cold record. We could tie it here as we go into the next couple of days, but we are at least going to be on the track to get close to it. Definitely has broken a record, though, for the snowfall in a 24-hour period here at the Dayton International Airport. The last time we saw over 12 inches was back in 1978 at the Dayton International Airport. Right now, we have 13 inches on the ground at the Dayton International Airport, so that would make it higher snow than what we had back then in the blizzard. Dayton, though, currently 12 degrees with a wind chill of 2 below zero. We're going to see those wind chills on the cold side here over the next couple of days. Right now, winter alerts. Obviously, everyone here in the Buckeye State has the winter storm warning as we go into the daytime and into the night. Wind chills tonight going to be right around 10 below zero to 20 below zero, so it is going to be on the cold side as well. So not only just the snow, but also the winds and the cold temperatures. Outside, you can see a good snow band there in Trotwood on the Goodwill Auto Auction camera. Last time we checked there, it was a little bit lighter in snow, but you can see the roadways are covered and not many people are on them here as we've gone through the morning. Snow totals through the overnight hours and into the morning. Middletown, 11 inches, 10.5 there in Beaver Creek. Here at the Dayton International Airport, before this hasn't been updated, but 13 inches of snow at the Dayton International Airport. That would be a record. WDTN Studios, 10.8, almost 11. And Trotwood and Miamisburg at about 12 inches of snow. We still have about potential for 2 to 5 more inches as we go through the afternoon. Our forecasted lows record possibly 9 below zero going into your Tuesday in the morning hours. Previous record 9 below zero in 1936. Record on Wednesday in the morning 13 below zero. We're forecasted at 10 below zero. So it's going to be cold. And if you're not off for school here as we go through the week for the snow, well, it's also going to be on the cold side. So you could get those days off early in the week as well. Snow forecast, 12 to 16 inches. Localized, could see a little bit more than 16 here as we go into the afternoon hours. So here, if you're inside, don't have to be outside. That is where you should be staying into the rest of the day. Highs today up north, it's not going to be on the warm side. 17 in Troy, 15 in Sydney. You get further south, we're up to about 16 Dayton, 17 for Oxford. These wind chills, they are going to be getting down there, about 15 below zero as we go into the daytime tomorrow. Then overnight, 12 below zero, and by 12 at the noon on Tuesday, well, it's still going to be below zero. So cold weather following this snow, and also blowing snow could potentially make it a little bit hard on the roadways. We are seeing a heavy band, Xenia, Dayton, Fairborn, Springboro, Springfield as well. Down there near Clinton County, also seeing a heavier band where the darker blues are located. That's where the heavier bands are located as well. Up north, everyone's seeing snow, at least at this hour. Zooming out, the low pressure just to the south. Thankfully, we did not have any of that ice or snow. There's a little bit of sleet, wintry mixed into the southern tip of Ohio, but here in Ohio, here in the Dayton area, we're not going to be seeing any of the mix going through the day. It's just all going to be snow. It's going to be that dry snow, so not the best for snowballs or making a snowman. 12 degrees currently in Dayton. We have the chance of heavy snow continuing into the afternoon hours, and then about 5, 6 p.m., we're going to start to see this move on out of here and taper off, so we'll just be left with the blowing snow overnight, lots of cloud cover as well, drying out into your Monday. 7-day forecast, wind chills 10 to 20 below zero as we go early into the week, and those overnight lows at times this week are going to be 10 below zero.
Just looking at those negative temperatures, Cameron, has me just... I'm already in disbelief looking at everything that's happening outside, but this is just, further proof of how long we are going to be dealing with these conditions.
Kind of reminds me back in, I want to say it was 2012 or 2014, I was off school for an entire week because our wind chills were 25 to 30 below zero.
Yep.
I'm not looking at that right now, but it's going to be cold out there.
Mm-hmm. And a testament to exactly how things are continuing to move along outside. We just got some breaking news into our newsroom a few minutes ago. We now have an update on some of the counties and where they are in their winter weather warnings, advisories. So listen to this. A level 3 has been declared in Mercer, Champaign, and Clark counties, and that's as of noon today. So we know the things that kind of go along with being on that level, and we're going to dive into that and what you guys need to know about what these different advisories and warnings mean. But for now, we're going to take a look at this as a whole, how this winter weather is affecting us as a nation. Right now, you guys, around 190 million people are currently, that's more than half of the U.S. that's under this winter weather alert across 37 states from the Rockies all the way to New England, Lauren. A lot of people.
And if you're going to try to fly, forget about it. It is not happening right now. The total delays across the U.S., 13,197 total flight cancellations today, 11,178. And I think when you start looking at the percentages is when you realize, oh my goodness, this is just not good. 46% of American Airlines flights canceled, 41% of Delta flights canceled, 33 Southwest, 35% of United, 71% of JetBlue. You are, even if you get halfway to your destination, if you've got to transfer anywhere, it's not going to look good. And then this is actually Dayton International Airport, and you can see just about everything there is canceled as well.
It's the evidence is right in front of us.
Yeah, for train.
You've got a few delays. Maybe you'll get to Chicago.
Train will definitely be a little bit more scenic, as Cameron said. Look out the window and see what's going on.
That is definitely true.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to circle things back and give you guys a wider look at some of the areas in our county that are under snow emergencies for today. I gave you a few already, but again, just a reminder, Mercer, Champaign, and Clark County are now the counties that are in level 3s for this morning. Montgomery, Preble, Warren, Wayne are under travel advisories. We've got Greene, Dark, Clinton, Auglaize, and Miami County that have now declared level 2 snow emergencies. Logan County has also declared a level 1 snow emergency. Shelby County is now currently the only one to not have a snow emergency in effect at all. And some cities like Dayton have actually declared local state of emergencies. Governor DeWine declared a state of emergency for the state for us, directing agencies to provide more support to those local jurisdictions. And we'll learn exactly what that looks like in just a little bit.
Yeah, it's important to keep in mind what those snow emergency levels actually mean before you head out of your house. Level 1, of course, means you need to use caution when you're on the roads, which I think looking at the highways, anybody is going to realize that. Level 2, only those who deem it necessary should get behind the wheel. You'll want to contact your employer, see if your place of employment is even open, and whether you need to report to work. And then finally, if you're in one of these counties that has declared a level 3, you're not allowed on the roads unless you are an emergency worker. The roads are closed to all non-emergency personnel, and they're serious about this. You can get in legal trouble, face legal action if you are caught out on the roads in these counties that are under a level 3. And right now we have Champaign, Clark, and Mercer County all under level 3s.
Yep, and we just heard what that means, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated on those snow emergencies and where they fall as we make our way through things today. But for now, we're going to keep an eye on what is happening here in the Miami Valley. We're doing team coverage all day today. I told you every hour on the hour, we've got to look at what's going on outside. 2 News reporter Julian Jackson is joining us now. He is in Springfield, and it's been really eventful for him there this morning. He's going to tell us a little bit more about what he's seen and how things are going. Julian, you are still just absolutely snow-covered on your way to becoming a whole snowman.
Yeah, some people call me Jeezy, as a matter of fact. I will
No
tell
one
you,
calls you that.
out here in Clark County, it is certainly something. So I was actually on the phone with one of the sheriff's deputies. It was one of the sergeants. I called in to dispatch. I wanted to know what determines a level 3.
Of course.
How do they make that determination? And so when asking those questions in the middle of the phone call, he ends up telling me, hang on a sec, sheriff just came over radio. We're going level 3. Me and our photographer, Joe Gernick, were traveling along I-70. We went out to about where the Clark County Fairgrounds is, and we were taking a look at that. And I just want you to see what we have right now. There are some people who are at gas stations, but even before that time, I want to let you know, we weren't seeing many businesses open. Last night, we were at a Chipotle just across the street. There's a Rudy's that's over there, Burger King, McDonald's. Many of these establishments do not have anything paved in their lots. There were no signs to say on, and that's since very early this morning. We tried to go over to Cracker Barrel, just next to the hotel, after we parked, after the level 3 became apparent. And at that time, we walked up to the door, and they were not accepting any more customers.
Wow.
The parking lot completely cleared. Bob Evans have locked their doors. Every establishment around here that is not operating under law enforcement has shut down, and they have told people to leave the premises.
Are you seeing anybody on the streets? Are you seeing anybody trying to walk through this right now, Julian?
We have seen some people. As a matter of fact, there were some 4-wheel vehicles that were out here earlier on. We helped someone get out of they were stuck in the driveway of Bob Evans. So as we were going over there to try to see if we could get something to eat, we ended up pushing them out. And this is earlier on. This is just no more than an hour ago in Springfield, where you're seeing on your screen right now that paramedics were stuck. And as I was talking to them, one of the other plows, they said, we have a plow on the way. And this plow comes now down the street. I don't know if you have that, but it was a beautiful thing to see how this plow, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a shot here. Here's a 4-wheeler that they actually have and is rolling down the street. If you want to take that live, but here,
be careful. That is crazy.
Something. If you do not need to be on the road, I'll send it back over to you guys. We're going to try to get warm, and I think that law enforcement's giving a little grace right now.
Yeah.
Since they just made that call in the last 30 minutes or so. So as people are still getting to where they need to go and to get back home, I think that they are giving some grace. We saw a lot of cars. I'm talking 4, 5, perhaps a half a dozen at least, spun off on the highway on an Interstate 70. So it's very important. If you need to get to where you are, you're in one of those level 3s, please get there. I know you all mentioned already you could face legal action for that. We're talking about fines. And really, you could just put yourself in harm's way.
Mm-hmm. And just, Julian, even just seeing that 4-wheeler there just kind of do their little almost spin out of control.
Looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really something to see, Julian. Thanks for bringing us the sights there in at Springfield. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. But we want to keep our eyes on the roads. That's the most important thing, is people who are not in those counties that have the level 3 warning in effect that can still be on the roads. What that is like, what conditions there are like. So we're going to go now to 2 News reporter Morgan Anderson. She's been on the roads being safe, thankfully. She joins us from 675 this afternoon. Morgan, update on the roads where you guys are. Any more plow, salt going down? Is there a difference?
Yeah, Alexis, there is. And I'm going to be honest, this snow is coming on in. I mean, we look like we're in a snow globe right now. I want to show you. Look at that. I mean, you can't see it because our camera is just so nice, but the snow is quite literally pouring down. I mean, this isn't a dusting at this point. I mean, it is covering our visibility of the bridge. It looks a little better on camera than what it actually is. Yeah, that snow keeps coming down. We're actually on the south side of I-75 between Moraine and Centerville, and we actually just saw a semi getting tow trucked because it got stuck on the on-ramp. And so these conditions, they're not getting any nicer and they're not getting any easier, even if you're on the interstate. So we do have some folks that are ahead of us right now here on the interstate. We're going 30 miles or more under the speed limit. I mean, this isn't even fun, fun kind of speeds to drive in. It's not getting you to your destination any more faster. It's not very practical. So if you can, please stay home, stay safe, stay warm. I promise you, you're not missing out. If you were missing out, I would show you, but you're not.
I know one of the things to keep in mind, Julian was sending us videos from Springfield of these cars getting stuck in the snow. And one of the issues with that is you're not only putting yourself in danger. At that point, you are blocking those plows. You're blocking emergency vehicles. You're, keeping people in situations that, they are not even putting themselves in when you're blocking the road. So that's just another reason to stay off of those roads and make sure that the plows can get through and emergency vehicles can get to where they need to go.
Absolutely, Lauren. Yeah, the less you need to be on the roads, the better. We have seen an ambulance drive by on one of the overpasses coming through. Again, State Highway Patrol helping people out as they get stuck. We've seen tow trucks pulling people out of ditches, as well as the plows and the salt trucks. I would say the least amount of traffic we can have on the road, literally, is going to help make all of this just hopefully come to a resolve even more quicker.
Agreed. Thank you so much, Morgan. And I can't say it enough. Continue to stay safe out there and just take a notepad down. We are going to be covering this all day, taking a look at those conditions. Thank you so much. Okay, taking a look at another part of the Miami Valley this morning, Sheriff Sampson of Preble County is getting ready to join us and tell us a little bit about what he is seeing there. And a word of advice, this is who we want to be hearing from is the experts as we're continuing to make our way through this winter weather. This morning, Sheriff Sampson. Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing well. We're warm and we are safe, which is, I think, all you can really ask for in this winter weather. What are things like for you guys over in Preble?
So we've got a lot of snow over here, obviously, as everyone does. It's still snowing. All of our road crews are out. We've been in constant contact with ODOT and our county engineer and our township plows throughout this whole event. And there's a lot of snow still coming, and there's a lot of snow that we've got to get off the road. So we're under a level 2 here in Preble, and in my driving earlier today, it looks like everybody is doing what we're asking them to do. Is just please stay home, unless you absolutely have to be out on the road, and it's a necessity. Just stay home, and we'll all get through this.
Sheriff Simpson, I know you started as a deputy sheriff assigned to road patrol in 1990. Have you seen anything like this in your many years with the sheriff's office there?
We've had a couple of events I can think back through the years, but it's been a while since we've had this much snow. And one of the issues now is going to be the cold weather that we're going to be in this entire week. So even if when they get the snow pushed back, I think we're still going to have blowing and drifting. And on a lot of these roads, especially your secondary roads, you're not going to see pavement for a while just because of the low temperatures we're at. So driving is going to be a challenge, I think, over the next few days. And it should be interesting.
So what, if anything, do people, if you could say one key piece of advice for people who are allowed to hit the roads today, what would that vital piece of advice be for drivers today?
I think leave extra early, slow your speed down, and just know that if it would normally take you 30 minutes to get someplace, it's probably going to take you an hour to get there. Even with an open, there's just so much snow around. We don't have any roads that are closed over here yet, but there's still a lot of snow laying on them. So plan ahead. Make sure you've got plenty of fuel. Make sure your cell phone is charged, and just if you have to travel, just take your time and leave and plenty of time to get there.
I know we have Champaign, Clark, and Mercer County already on level 3s. What's it going to take to get Preble County up to a level 3 as far as you're concerned?
Well, we'll see. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be having a conversation with the county engineer, with ODOT. All of their reports so far this morning is that they're plowing snow. It just kind of fills back in between the trucks coming over the route. So we'll, as we always do, we'll converse with them. If they think that we're at a need for a level 3, because they cannot keep the roads open, then we'll make that decision. But right now, we seem to be keeping the roads passable and such. But I do want to say, too, that the people here in Preble are doing a tremendous job of just staying home. I think between, I may have passed 2 vehicles this morning on my way to the office. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. Stay off the roads and let these road crews continue to do their jobs and get this snow pushed back. And I think it was mentioned earlier in this that the less that we're on the roads, the more they can do their jobs, the quicker they can get the roads in a much better shape.
The important message of safety there, Sheriff. Thank you so much for coming on and talking with us this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too. All right, it is time now to turn for a look at what is happening outside, keeping our eye on conditions this morning, welcoming back Storm Team 2 meteorologist Cameron Saliga with a little bit more of what we need to know, staying weather aware and safe. Cameron, I know you said before I asked you to describe in one word, and you said at home. Are we still going to be feeling like this is familiar conditions for you at home as we make our way through the day?
Yeah, we actually might get more than what my family at home is, but usually they get much more snow. They get up to 100 inches a year up there. But yeah, it definitely feels like home here. A lot of snow falling on the ground here as we go into the midday as well. And we're going to continue to see that as we go into the afternoon. So the roads going to continue to be pretty bad here into the nighttime and even into the morning. We're going to have that blowing snow like the sheriff mentioned there. And that's going to help to, it's not going to help. It's going to help to make it worse on the roadways for drivers as we go into the morning tomorrow. So even though the snow is going to stop here tonight, we are still going to have blowing snow and a tricky commute tomorrow in the morning if you have to get off and get up for work. Outside right now, it's windy at times in Trotwood on the Goodwill Auto Auction camera as well. It's a good snowstorm coming down into downtown Dayton as well on the Goodwill Auto Auction camera. You can see all of the roads there are, for the most part, snow covered and not many cars out here as we go into the day. Temperatures are a little bit warmer than 24 hours ago. And as you can see, temperatures into the teens, so it doesn't really matter. It's still very cold outside. And most of the area seeing a good band of snow pushing on through right now, downtown Dayton, where the darker blues are located. That's where the heavier snow is pushing on through, and downtown Dayton seeing that right now along I-75 and I-675. There's a little bit of a break there, but it's not going to last long. More snow's on the way. And continue to stay inside if you have to get outside. Well, you want to have multiple or long time. You want to give yourself a long time to get to where you need to be.
Okay, Cameron, I'm looking at this and we're just seeing all of that dark blue. And I wanted to ask, we're talking about all the things. We're talking about the wind, we're talking about the cold and the snow. What is the main culprit here with this weather event, or are they all kind of lumped in one? Is there one thing we need to be more concerned about?
Well, the snow today, the cold as we go through the next couple of days, but it was a culmination of both. So we have the Arctic cold crashing on in, and that really increases the snow ratios because colder air makes for that light, fluffy snow that can really add on, and that's what we're seeing here. And that clashes with the Gulf moisture that we're seeing coming from the south, where this storm has produced a good amount of snow in parts of Texas. And that's where you get all that moisture available, and you get all this snow. And then on the back end of it, we have that cold air coming in from up north. As the system moves out, we'll get that northwesterly flow and very cold temperatures.
All righty.
And then the good news is we are not getting that ice that they're seeing coming through the Mid-South that a lot of people were concerned about.
Yeah, they are getting ice down there. Thankfully, we're not going to be seeing that. They could see a good amount of ice accretion, which could cause some power outages. I know that that's a big concern down there. Here, we're not really too concerned about power outages. We're not expecting too many of them. It's not going to be that heavy snow that hampers down the power lines.
Okay. Thank you for that, Cameron. We'll check back in with you in just about 30 minutes for another live look at what to expect outside. Before we head out for this hit, we're going to show you guys another view, another angle of the Miami Valley. We're showing you the Goodwill Eastern Seals Tower Cam. This is downtown Dayton, but you can't tell, can you? That's the whole point of this. You would be able to see, that beautiful skyline of buildings and, all of the lights and all those buildings, but you cannot see a thing, Lauren. You can't see almost anything.
No, and the cars that are out there, thankfully you can tell they are driving slowly, and there are not many of them. And I think if you take away one thing from this entire newscast, stay inside. If you can, stay off the roads, let the road crews do their jobs. It's going to be, I mean, really just over the next 12 hours, a thing where they're moving the snow off the roads and then more snow is coming on.
Trying to
So
put it somewhere.
stay out of the way.
And that does it for us for today at 12. We will be back here in about 30 minutes at 1:05 with an update. Exactly what you guys need to know, keeping you weather aware and safe for 2 News Now. See you at 1.